Hi, I'm George Morrison, Professor of Early Childhood Education at the University of North Texas. We're here at a public school pre-K center, and the children and I just finished reading a book about Stick the Frog. Now, Stick may seem like an unusual name for a frog, but when Stick tried to catch a dragonfly, his tongue sticks to it, and off they go on an incredible journey. Children are also on an incredible journey of growing and developing from infant to toddler, to preschooler, to kindergarten, to first, second, and third grade. How well you help children on their journey of growing and developing and learning determines how successful they will be in school and life. You too are on a journey, the journey of becoming an early childhood professional, the journey of being the most effective teacher you can be, so you can help children be the best they can be. As you progress on this journey, you will discover that becoming an early childhood professional is a very rewarding and life-fulfilling experience. What a wonderful and exciting opportunity this is. For many of the journeys that we take in life, we need directions. I suspect many of you use a smartphone app or go online to get directions for how to travel from point A to B. I know I do. Knowing where you're going and how to get there are important. Fortunately for you and me, in our journey of becoming a high-quality early childhood professional, we have 6 guidelines, 6 guideposts to help us reach our destination. These 6 standards for professional preparation are published by the National Association of the Education of Young Children, or NAEYC, a large national organization that supports teachers and other professionals who work with young children and their families. Let's look at each of these standards that guide your professional education and determine what you should know and do. The first professional development goal involves child development and learning. Child development and learning includes knowledge of children's age-related characteristics and needs, and enables you to promote children's learning and development. Child development is a solid foundation of early childhood education. I often say to my students, you can't teach what you don't know. You can't teach children if you don't know children. Child development includes learning about each individual child and all of the influences on their development, their individuality, their culture, and their socioeconomic and family backgrounds. You use your knowledge of child development to create meaningful and appropriately challenging learning environments and learning experiences for each child. Our second professional goal is learning how to build family and community relationships. On your journey, you will learn about working with families and how important it is to talk with parents so you can collaborate with them to help their children learn. It is important also for you to implement a variety of activities that include all parents. For example, you can arrange for a technology night and introduce useful technologies that support parents in helping and encourage their children's learning at home. You can provide information about educational apps and websites for smartphones and computers and inform parents about and assist them in using online system that your center or school uses, such as school websites, emails, texting, and social media such as Twitter and Facebook to communicate regularly with parents so that everyone can stay in touch and be informed. In addition, you can send a newsletter home to keep families informed and provide opportunities for them to volunteer in school activities. Flexibility in accommodating parents and families is an important factor in developing healthy family relationships. You may need to offer meeting times during and after school or on Saturdays. You may also want to supply interpreters for families who are learning English and refer parents to disability experts on the school staff to learn more about their child's disability and ways that they can be supported both at home and at school. Family relationships are the key to children's learning. Our third professional goal involves observing, documenting, and assessing to support and enhance children's learning and the learning of families. Think for a moment about your role as an early childhood professional. Reflect on all the decisions you have to make throughout the school day. For example, what can you tell Mario's parents about his language development? What is Mario ready to do and learn? How would you introduce the new words Maria needs to learn? What would you say to Jason's parents about his progress in kindergarten? In order to make decisions such as these about children and their families, we need useful information and data. The way to get this information and data is through observing and assessing young children. Learning how to observe and assess responsibly and how to use this information to plan lessons and activities for children is an important part of your professional journey. Wherever you are teaching now or wherever you will be teaching in the future, you're going to have a good understanding of all the different purposes, tools, and approaches to observing and assessing that are necessary in order to do a good job of making sure all children learn. Our fourth professional goal involves using developmentally effective approaches to connect with children and their families. Teaching young children is not a simple process. How well children learn is closely related to various factors such as their age, their characteristics, and the social and cultural context of their homes and classrooms. These days, there is a radical demographic shift in early childhood classrooms. Children with ethnically, culturally, economically, and linguistically diverse backgrounds in public schools is the norm, and cultural and linguistic diversity will continue to grow. You must understand individual children's developmental backgrounds, identify their individual characteristics, and provide appropriate teaching and learning approaches for each child, enabling them to learn and grow. Individual children bring their own knowledge and skills, which are developed in their families and society, into your classroom. Therefore, the level of their knowledge and skills varies. Teaching to these individual differences is the essence of developmentally appropriate practice. Our fifth professional goal involves using content knowledge to build meaningful curriculum. As an early childhood professional, you have to know how to teach the content areas of literacy, reading, math, science, and technology. I believe that the most important content areas include literacy and how to read. Learning to read is a cornerstone of children's education. Learning to read empowers children and allows them to confidently participate in the journey of learning. Research is very clear that children who learn to read and learn to read well achieve at the highest level. Children who are successful in school are less likely to drop out than those who don't know how to read well. Your job as an early childhood professional is to learn the skills and knowledge necessary to teach children the literacy skills they need to be successful. Today's children are technological children. Many children are very adaptive and use technology in their daily lives. You want to make sure you are integrating technology such as computers, printers, word processors, tablets, digital cameras, and iPads into your classroom activities to help children learn. In addition, many teachers and other professionals use assistive technology to help children with disabilities learn. Assistive technology includes such things as touchscreen monitors and large switches, which make turning devices on and off much easier for children. Knowing how to integrate technology into your teaching to help children learn is an important part of your professional development. Our sixth professional goal involves learning how to be a high-quality and effective early childhood professional. Being a professional includes making decisions about what area of early childhood education you want to work in, such as special education or bilingual education, and the kind of education you must have in order to fulfill your career goal. Some of you might be pursuing a child development associate credential, associate's degree, or a bachelor's degree. The early childhood profession has a career ladder which helps you identify all the careers available to you, from child care staff member all the way up through earning a master's degree and a PhD or EDD in early childhood education. As you think about your career, think about how you will be the very best professional you can be. On your journey of becoming an early childhood professional, you will also learn how to advocate for young children and how to engage in ethical practices. In addition to the 6 professional goals we've discussed, professional dispositions also play an important role in helping you become a high-quality professional. Professional dispositions are the values and commitments that influence your behaviors toward children, families, and your colleagues. Your early childhood professors may have identified dispositions which they believe are important to your professional development. But for my part, I believe that caring is the most important professional disposition. As a caring professional, you will accept and respect all children, their cultures, their socioeconomic backgrounds, and all that they bring to the classroom. As a caring professional, you will always do your best to make sure your children learn and grow to their fullest capacities. Think about the teachers you had, teachers who taught you how to read and write and how to learn. You may have in mind that one teacher who really cared about you. Did he or she go the extra mile to make sure you learned? Well, Miriam Tupper was such a teacher for me. Miss Tupper was my first grade teacher. She cared about me. She spent time helping me learn to read. I believe I am where I am today in large part thanks to the efforts of Miriam Tupper. She will always have a special place in my heart. I hope that as you go through your professional journey, whatever your career might be, as a teacher of infants or of third graders, or if you devote your life to teaching children with disabilities, I hope you will always care about your children. Good luck. I wish you much success on your journey of becoming the very best early childhood professional you can be.